Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I'm so happy to have you, and if you were not, welcome back guys. What's up? So for today's video, it's not going to be as fun as my other ones. This is actually just going to be an informational video about PCSing to Hawaii. So if you clicked on the video, you probably have orders, you probably just found out you're moving to Hawaii and you want to know what you need to do. I just want to make it clear that this is solely based on mine and my husband's experience. So seasoned military spouses, please do not come for me, okay? This is my first PCS. This is just what worked best for us due to our current situation. So this is not what it has to be. Everybody's experience is different, everyone's situation is different, everyone's finances are different. So you might not need what I'm giving you because you're probably a baller. So before we dive into things, one thing that I really want to stress is I think it's a good idea for everyone to get themselves a planner. Amidst all of the moving and traveling and stress, you want to be able to look back at something and just be like, hey, you know, this bill is due on this day. We still got bills to pay. We still got everyday life to deal with. So this really helped me keep organized. I have little notes and everything in there when the dog was going to be quarantined, when she got out, when this bill was due, when this bill was due, whatever. It just really helped me. And one more thing that really helped me was having a PCS binder. This just helped me keep organized, and I'm going to go through all of the tabs with you guys.
First tab is actually going to be important documents, marriage certificates, birth certificates, etc. Second is going to be our pet records, all of our dog stuff. The third one is going to be expenses. I just kind of stuck our receipts in there. You never know when you're going to need them for reimbursement purposes. The next one is going to be medical records. Just our medical records, so when you do go to a new doctor or dentist, they have everything on file. The next one is household goods. Next one is auto. Auto is going to have our shipping information, registration, and insurance. And the last one is going to be our orders. We made lots of copies because a lot of people ask you for them.
I wrote down a bunch of things in my notes on my phone that I think are important. It was kind of all I could think of right now off the top of my head. But for the most part, it's the important things that I stressed about that I didn't know the answers to. I'm just gonna give my experience in these things and what happened, so let's dive in. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is personal vehicles, also known as POVs. For this, if you didn't know, the Army only ships one vehicle. It can either be the service member or the spouse's vehicle. It's totally up to you. We were in Texas, so what we did is we drove to the Dallas Vehicle Processing Center. It was not a bad experience at all. I wouldn't stress about this because for us it was easy. If you have all of your documents in order and if you go to their website, so let me back up. So whatever processing center you are going to, just type in that city, VPC, search, and their website should come up, and on there it will have a list of documents that you need to have prepared when you come, just to make your process faster. And for us, we had everything done in and out of there, 30 minutes, no big deal. And I do want to stress that you do not need the lien holder agreement form. We thought we needed it. We went through all this trouble to get it. Our banks were giving us the hardest time for both cars, just to find out we didn't need it in the end. So you don't need it to go to Hawaii. I believe it's just for other overseas destinations, but not for Hawaii. So don't stress about that, you don't need that. For the second vehicle, this is where you're gonna pay out of pocket because the Army does only ship one. So for us, and this is something you might want to think about too, that might be a little cheaper if you're trying to save money like we were. So we're from California, and even if you're not from California, I think this is a good idea just to travel across country, drive your second vehicle to California and ship it from there. For us, it saved us roughly like $800, $900 versus what we were being quoted if we were to ship it from Texas. So we saved a lot of money, and we also got to travel. Me and my husband love road tripping, so it was no big deal for us, and the dog loves it too. She doesn't mind being in a car, so we just traveled over there, we saw family, said hello, and then we also flew out of LAX. So what was awesome about that is that our original flight was out of Texas. The Army booked it for us, which was nice. We didn't have to pay out of pocket for that. So they paid for it, and we told them, hey, you know, this is our plan. We want to fly out of LAX now. So we had to pay $40 a ticket to change it. But I mean, versus the money that we saved for shipping the car and all that, it was worth it. And even shipping the dog from California, it was just a way better experience for us, and it was a shorter flight for her. So that worked out, and I'm gonna get into that later. We went through Coastal Auto Shipping. They were great. They actually worked a payment plan for us because we didn't want to spend that much up front. Customer service agent that I worked with, he was awesome. I will write his name down below. So if you guys are interested in using Coastal, I would definitely use him. He was awesome. He made everything super easy. It was just an overall great experience again. And from shipping from California, my vehicle arrived in Hawaii in a week and a half. So we only needed to get a rental for a few days, which is way better than doing it for months because that thing gets a little expensive too. So I would definitely look into shipping from California if that's an option for you. Again, just my opinion. It worked for us. A few other shipping companies I've heard are great. Four Corners, Pasha, Matson. Coastal actually used Matson and they were great. And then my husband's truck actually shipped through Pasha and they were great as well. So I'm going to link all of those below as well. All right, next subject, household goods. So a lot of people ask about household goods. I'm not gonna go too in depth with it because honestly, my husband handled a lot of the household goods stuff because it's all through your travel office, transportation office. I think it's transportation. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know, comment below. I know you go on move.mil. For move.mil, you set up your pack date and your ship date, pickup date. So for us, we didn't have that much stuff, so they did it on the same day. They came in the morning, packed our stuff, and then the shippers came, took everything into crates. Again, just an opinion. I took pictures of all of our high valued items. Same thing with the cars. I took pictures just in case. So if something were to happen, they couldn't be like, oh no, we didn't do it. Nothing happened to our stuff. But just in case, to cover your own ass, I would take pictures. All right, so everything arrived here. I wanna say, so we shipped from Texas. It took about a month and a half, maybe less. Yes, okay. It took about a month and a half for our stuff to get here. So not too bad. Luckily, we were already in the house by the time our household goods delivered. If you don't know, if you are offered a house and your household goods aren't here, you just let them know and they will continue your TLA. So we actually opted to stay in the hotel until our household goods arrived, even though we already had a house. So you still make money. So the next thing I want to talk about is hotel, motel, holiday inn. So we, being pet owners, opted to stay at Airport Honolulu, and I highly recommend them. I read some bad things about them on Facebook, but you can't believe everything you read on Facebook, obviously. So we decided to stay there. They actually waive the pet fee, they waive your parking fee, and they give you 2 meal vouchers. Not 2 meal vouchers, I'm sorry. They give you meal vouchers for the service member and the amount of dependents. So it was me and my husband, so we got 2. 20 bucks that you can either put toward your breakfast or dinner. My husband and I opted to eat at the hotel restaurant every single night that we were in the hotel, and it saved us $20 per meal. So say our bill was $30, we only paid $10 plus tip. Saved us a lot of money. Worked very well. Restaurant was so good, service is so good. If you stay at Airport Honolulu and you get Tim at the Willoughby's restaurant, tell him me and Andrew said hi, because he honestly made our stay like 10 times better. He was amazing. So yeah, Airport Honolulu was an awesome stay. I would totally choose it again if we had to do this PCS again. And I actually really enjoyed it. I really liked it. And they have a really nice pool. So if you don't know what hotel you want to stay at, I would choose them. And also be aware that if you get a hotel that has a kitchenette in it, you will not receive the full per diem. So they will actually cut some of your per diem off, so you won't get that much money. So just be aware of that when booking your hotel. Think about it. Do I want a kitchenette? Do I not? Do I want full per diem? Do I not? Totally up to you. All right, the next thing I'm gonna talk about is shipping your pets. For me, I felt like this was the most difficult part of the PCS, only because you got to start this months in advance. If you don't, your pet's going to be quarantined. And yes, they're very strict about it. It's going to happen if you don't get things done on time. It happened to our dog. She only had to spend 6 days in there, thank God. But it was fine. So I'm going to talk about quarantine first. I wrote down the website. You guys probably already have it. So it's hdoa.hawaii.gov. I'm going to put it here or here. I don't know, somewhere. Basically, you pick the program you want to do. They have the direct release from the airport. They have the 5 days or less program. They have the 30-day quarantine program. I believe it used to be 120 days, but it's only 30 days now, which is awesome for our pets. So the sooner you get everything done, the less time your pet is going to have to spend in there. Okay, so this is where my husband and I weren't fully prepared. We just weren't responsible when it came to this. I'm gonna be honest. We got her blood test done. So the day that she got her blood test done, and they sent it into the lab, and they got the results. From then on, it was 24 days before our flight. So for my dog, she had 24 in-home quarantine days done, and she had to spend the remaining 6 days in the quarantine in Hawaii. And the quarantine center, you guys, if you're worried about your pet, it's not bad. You get to visit your pet during visiting hours. You can bring them toys. So I brought her favorite ball, which made me feel so much better knowing that she had a little comfort toy in there, because I felt so bad at first. I felt so bad. I was like, sorry, I'm so irresponsible. I'm so sorry. But it wasn't that bad. The workers were really nice, except for like one lady at the desk. Sorry, don't come for me if you see this. You were kind of rude. But everyone else was nice. It was a pretty good experience. They feed them. If your dog requires a special diet, they just ask that you let them know and that you provide whatever your dog needs. Yeah, so the quarantine center wasn't bad. The only thing is that you do have to pay $14.30 per day that your pet spends in there. The Army does not pay for your pet to be shipped or anything like that, but they will reimburse you up to $500 in quarantine fees, which is awesome. So choosing your airline, so this is again completely up to you. You're gonna have to shop around, see who offers you better prices, see who ships what size crates. That's a big thing. So we have a 75-pound German Shepherd. She's not that big. 700 series crate was a little too big for her. 500 series crate was good in length, but height. They require 2 inches of clearance from the top of their ears to the top of the crate, and she was exactly at the height of the 500 series. So we did buy her extenders, and we got that off of Drive for TV. Although it was $150 and the kennel itself was $115, which we found for the cheapest rate at the exchange, it still came out to be cheaper to ship her with Alaskan Airlines because they only accept the 500 series crate. It still was cheaper to ship with them because they give a military discount, and we only paid $150 to ship her. Versus other airlines, I was getting quotes for like $600 to $1,000. So that was a big money saver. If you are shipping a larger dog or any dog, I would definitely check out Alaskan because they saved us a lot of money, and yeah, it's nothing better than saving money, right? And they weren't really strict with us, I guess. Some people say they take your dog in, take your dog out, make her spin around, make them lay down. They didn't really do that with us. They literally looked at her inside the crate and was like, okay, she's good. So yes, 500 series with extenders, they will take in cargo for Alaskan. And I will also link that below. Picking a home, next subject. So like I was saying, whether you are buying or renting, living on post, off post, completely up to you. But in my opinion, again, just my opinion, I feel like you should see the home in person before signing anything or agreeing to anything. The houses look great, you know, on pictures, like, hey, that's pretty nice, right? But it's different in person, especially here on the island. It will look like stunning on the picture, and then you get there and it's like a cramped little neighborhood. And a lot of neighborhoods are like that out here. Just keep in mind you're moving to a whole different place. You know, this is a whole different culture, a whole different environment. You're on an island. So what we think is like super nice in the States is like, it's different here, guys. So I would definitely see your home before you move here. As military spouses, our husbands leave a lot, or wives. I just want to take into consideration that, you know, you may be alone in this home. You're gonna be alone in this home, basically. So you want to feel comfortable. You don't want to feel like you're gonna get fucking mugged if you come home at night. Like, I guess petty theft is a big deal here, like robberies, break-ins. That happens a lot. So, however you guys, I would check it out, get comfortable with the neighborhood. For my husband and I, we opted to live on post for the first year and check out the neighborhood, scope out the areas that we like, you know, just see how it is. And probably after this lease is over, we're going to choose somewhere off post where we will be saving more money. We are saving money on post as well. We're in a money saver home, but we're gonna be looking off post because we really want that full Hawaii experience. All right, so you arrived on the fucking island. You made it through that dreadful long flight. Oh my gosh, you see the water, you see the plants, you see all the greenery, you see it all, and you're like, oh my God, we're in Hawaii. So you get off the plane, you get your baggage, and this is for Army. You're gonna walk your little ass to baggage claim 19, and there's going to be a sign-in. That is where the service member is going to sign in. They're gonna fucking overload him with information. Like, you gotta do this, you gotta go to this brief, you gotta do this, your report date's this, blah, 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 blah. It's a lot of stuff. You're like, oh my gosh, you get off the plane, you're like, I'm in paradise, we're here. And then it's boom, Army, 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 Army. You forget why you came here. When you first get here, you're like, shit, he gotta work. Well, I'm working too, but you know what I mean. So, yes, as soon as you sign in, that's when TLA starts. From there, whatever hotel you're staying at, again, we stayed at Airport Honolulu. We had to call for a shuttle to come pick us up. They were there in like 10 minutes, took us over. It was great. Take my word for it, only because this is something we kind of fucked up on again. Go to the TLA brief as soon as you get here. Like, if it's the next day, go to that one. I know that sounds stupid, but for some reason we were like, oh, maybe we can go, you know, to the next one, and just get it over with as soon as you can, because that is a requirement in order for your TLA to start. So make sure you do that. Sorry, first PCS, new military spouse, new military family. We didn't know that, so yeah, make sure you do that. So the last and final piece of advice that I want to give you guys is to not stress and to save your money. As soon as you get those orders, start saving. It's kind of obvious that's something you should do, but just save. Even if you're in a financial burden and it's hard for you to save, just save as much as you can, because for one, it's always nice to have that extra cushion of money just for peace of mind. Things might come up that, you know, you're gonna be happy that you have that extra money for, because you might have to pay for something as fucking stupid like I did, is taking my tint off of my car and making it look dumb. And now I'm burning in the sun. Again, if you're a baller, don't fucking listen to me, you got money. Just remember that it's all gonna get done in the end. No matter if there's obstacles, if it's hard, if it's difficult, whatever, it's gonna get done. And stressing is just not gonna make it any easier or any better. And once you land on this island and you fucking see it, you're just like, oh shit, like this is worth it. And everything's just gonna fall into place. So don't stress too much. You get to say that you live in fucking Hawaii. Like, how many people in their lifetime get to say that they actually lived here? Which is awesome. The locals are fucking cool. The food is so good. There's so much to do. And you know, when I was telling people I was moving to Hawaii, everybody was like, oh, you're gonna feel stuck in an island. Oh, you're gonna get island fever. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're gonna hate it. Don't listen to them. Like, your experiences are your experiences. Whatever you manifest, that's what it's going to be. So do not let people change your perspective on the island, or do not let them second guess your decision. Like, oh, should we have chosen to go there? Yes, you absolutely should have, because this is a once in a lifetime experience for a lot of people. And you're gonna see that when you see all the tourists coming here, you're just like, wow, I fucking live here. Like, this is pretty cool. So enjoy the journey, guys. Sorry that this video was so long, but I just wanted to fucking help as much as I could, because I went into this clueless, especially being our first PCS. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to expect. I didn't know what we were doing. And honestly, if you can go to the briefs with your husband, go, because Andrew did not relay the information very well. So made it a little harder. But he got everything done, and I'm really grateful for him. Again, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about or cover, or have any questions about this PCS that you're going to be going through, feel free to comment below. If I don't have the answer, I will find it for you. One good idea is to join the PCS'ing to Hawaii Facebook page. There's a lot of information there and a lot of seasoned military wives that know what the hell they're talking about. Why am I making this video? Hello? I don't even have the credentials. This is the first PCS, and I'm like, you should do this. Again, it's just my experience. And I didn't see many videos. I actually didn't find any. I think I found one of explaining what to do, and I was so lost and I was so stressed, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why the fuck did we choose Hawaii? But it's worth it, dude. It's worth it. Thank you for watching this video, guys. You guys have been awesome with all the love and support I've been getting. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at KNichole, KKAYNICHOLE. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.